great. She went to, she played soccer with one of those vice presidents of sales.
All right, everybody, we are starting our walk around. We are live on Estero Boulevard in Seaview at the Caper Beach Club. And before I introduce our host, I want to make sure the sound's okay. I'm going to hand over the microphones once everybody jumps on, and you tell me that the sound is good. And here's our main host, Jill.
No, that would be Sue.
Jill, are going to be
Michelle.
on.
Not be me.
We'll tag team this.
All right. So, Jill, tell us where we are.
We are right here at 2810 Estero Boulevard. We're kind of catty-cornered from the library, directly across from Seagrape Plaza. And we have, this is a 2800 building here, 2810 building here.
Okay, so these are two condo buildings.
Right? We're about 0.9 of a mile from the pier. If you walk to the pier from here.
There's a pier on this island?
Well, there was.
Oh, I see.
And then we also are about 0.2 of a mile from Diamond Head.
Okay, and I'm going to just guess that you guys can hear okay, so
Can you hear?
who do you want the microphone to? Okay, you're just going to clip that on with
Okay.
that? I don't want to touch your...
That okay?
Perfect.
Yeah, Ken might get upset about that.
All right, so these, we're at the Caper Beach Club,
Right.
and when were these buildings built?
So let me give you a little bit of history.
let's do
So
some history.
one of the things that we've done is that we did go back and took a look at a lot of the information from the Historical Society here. And this piece of property is really instrumental to the entire island. The very first hotel on Fort Myers Beach, which
No
was
way.
the Winkler Hotel, was built right on this property back in 1912. And it stayed here up until the mid-20s when it was destroyed by two different hurricanes. And then in the early 30s, the Newton family purchased the property and they built what was then called the Beach Hotel. And the Beach Hotel stayed here up until with the Newton family until the mid-70s, until the developers purchased the property to build the Caper Beach Club property. So we've got a real, what I'm calling, legacy of hospitality at this site on the island. So we're very proud of that history that we've got. So
It's amazing how things change over time.
Exactly.
at Fort Myers Beach.
Amazing.
They just keep getting, reinvented and, rebuilt. And I mean, that's kind of why even with Caper Beach, because these buildings were built like in the late 70s, early 80s, they've been through Irma, they've been through Charlie, and, obviously, like, Jill was telling you, we had a lot of damage here, as did everybody on the island from Ian. But at the same time, one of the things that we learned early on is, as the song says, the bones were really good. Because,
What
well,
song is that, by the way?
that I can't remember.
I can't help you.
I don't know. Can you help us with that?
Okay.
And she made it up. It sounded good, right?
Yeah, there you go. But because
What is your role here? What do you
oh, I'm the secretary on the board.
Okay.
And my family was one of the original families that purchased here back when Caper was first built.
Nice.
It was built in
79 and 80 between the two buildings. They built
Okay.
first that building and then they built this one.
Now, how many floors on each building?
So this building is 11. That building is 12. It's a total of 104 units, and we're a blended community. So it's about 2/3 owners that are either permanent or seasonal, and then about another third which are their own units, but they're primarily rentals.
Yeah.
And we have an on-site rental program that's managed through our office, and so this year going into the rental program, we're looking at having about 37 units that are going to be available for
37.
rental.
Are all the units fixed now, or are they all ready to roll?
They're all in process. It's
Okay.
still going to take us a couple of months. We've got a number of the permanent residents, like Michelle and her husband, that are here, and there's a number of the seasonal owners that have been down finishing up their units like I am. So it's a work in progress, but we expect that we're going to be fully open for rentals starting by October, but our goal is to have our website up and accepting reservations starting in July, because we already have so many people that have stayed here pre-Ian that want to come back.
How big are the units?
Let's start. Should we start?
Yeah, let's start walking. Yeah, so we can talk and walk and show you. Oh yeah, she's good at it. She's timekeeper.
Yeah. So one of the things that you'll see in front of us right now is this is the area that we're still working on. So the main thing that we're focusing on right now is rebuilding our pump house, because obviously that's got to get rebuilt to
Go right here.
code.
Tennis courts over here.
That we're gonna.
You're going to change those to pickleball, right? I mean,
Both.
We're going to have both.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And you can come teach me how to play pickleball.
I won't be teaching anyone how to play pickleball.
I heard you're really good at it, Ed.
Yeah, getting injured, that's about it.
So we're going to take you into both of the buildings, show you some of the common areas, and one of the things as we're getting around that we're going to be really showing off that we're very grateful for is that we've just got amazing landscaping.
Yeah.
And we want to give a real big shout out to our landscapers, Starla and Jim Malarkey from Islands and Beyond. They've been our landscapers for more than a dozen years, and they really know the heart and soul of what Caper Beach is, and they put so much love into designing and creating a real lush tropical vacation destination for all of us.
I mean, the building here looks pretty good.
Yep.
So how,
Yeah. So
how damaged did it look?
this breakaway walls were out into the parking lot across the street. We had bike racks behind the library. Sue, weren't you saying that we found some furniture back there from our community room, which we're getting ready to show you?
These right here are breakaway walls?
Yes.
And they were rebuilt to be breakaway walls.
So that way it won't damage the building when it went for a hurricane.
So that's why we were able to
Thank you, Michelle.
everything survived. One of the first things we did was had structural engineers out. We've got ourselves a brand new entry medallion of our logo.
And this is our lobby for this building. It's amazing how quickly it starts coming together after a
Exactly.
while.
And we had two homeowners here, Barb Getz and Dee
Baltus.
That decorated this. They do a wonderful job, and they're also going to do the community room that we're getting ready to show you.
You actually have an elevator?
Yes.
We have four of them,
Yes.
two in each building.
You all went to the library for a few months?
I don't think so.
I don't know if we could do a walkway over, but this is a very unique room that we love. Which door do you want to go in? The front?
You go that one, should be open.
Okay. This is a wonderful community room that we have all kinds of events held here. Super Bowl parties, Easter egg scrambles were out in the front. I think we've had some weddings potentially here.
Yep.
We've had, it was gorgeous. It had beautiful furniture. We hope to have that back. Here, we can open that up for you too, Ed. We hosted our daughter's swim team here when they swam Florida Gulf Coast. She swam for the University of Toledo. We had the whole swim team here over spring break for training one year. It's beautiful.
And of course, we couldn't have gotten to this point if, in fact, that we didn't have a great general contractor who actually is one of our owners here, who's a licensed Florida general contractor, Sands Construction. And
Out of Minnesota.
Yep. And because he's been an owner here for so long, and really understands what the true vibe and the personality is of the property, and has such a great relationship with so many of the owners and the renters, put a lot of TLC in building back. And also we did a lot of enhancements to the property, taking advantage of the fact that we were under reconstruction. So we did things like we've got all new air conditioning. We updated our water line systems, and we painted. We've got new walkways, new railings. So we were able to really utilize this time to really create a brand new Caper Beach Club coming out of this destruction.
Did you guys do okay with the insurance?
Like with everybody else, we're struggling with insurance. We're all going through the same battles, but we've got a really great board who works well with the owners, with the contractors. It took a lot of work for everybody to get to this point, but we knew what the end goal was to get ourselves back up and open as quickly as possible. That's why we're as far ahead as we are compared to a number of the other properties on the beach.
How bad were the assessments, or have they been so far?
Well, like with everybody else, we paid some significant assessments, but it was because we had to, pay for our insurance deductible. We had to pay to keep the construction going, but everybody sees the value in doing that. I mean, and when you look at like where we are now with this level of landscaping that we've got out
being
there.
on the beach and look at this park-like setting. I mean, you're not going to get this. It is really nice. We have grills that are going to be set up like we're right about here.
And
We've
a
got
pergola.
a pergola is going to go up. We have 2 tiki spots on the beach
Right on the beach.
because they were washed away, and we can show you a little bit more about that when we walk around the property a little
You guys
bit.
got a nice big beach behind.
Yes.
We do.
Yep.
It is my favorite part. Oh yeah, and you can see the
And
old
the
pier.
walkways, too,
You can see the
back there.
pier from the original hotel.
Yeah, those
that's
are
out there.
the pier posts that were remaining from that beach hotel. They survived Ian.
That's 1 mile from the other pier, I think.
Yep.
Exactly. So you want to walk that way?
Oh,
Oh wait, do you want to see the
let's go
kitchen and?
upstairs.
You guys practice.
Yes, we
Yeah.
got to go upstairs.
well, kind of did.
We kind of did, Ed, but we got a little.
Thank you.
I haven't had coffee yet this morning.
Did the pavers survive the storm?
No.
No.
Everything is new.
Yep. So we
Except our pool. We'll show you that a little
fully
bit later.
functioning kitchen, 2 restrooms, male and female restrooms here for parties and stuff. So they've done a really great job.
So we'll go upstairs and give you. Yeah.
What is something in one of these buildings cost if somebody wanted to buy one?
So before Ian, it was. What would you say, Sue? Probably.
Before Ian, they were running just above $1 million. Obviously, things are going up and down price-wise, but at this point, we have no units for sale
Really?
at Caper Beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fully.
In fact, when I bought mine 10 years ago, it was one of the first that had been up for sale in years. Now we've had a little bit of turnover before Ian, but after we haven't had as much, for sure.
Yeah. And that really goes to the strength of the building and the whole association as to how well we function.
Okay, so here's one of our units that the association owns. We actually, as part of the rental program. And Michelle, we're going to let her take you through. I'll give you my clip.
A microphone from
Here, I'll give you the.
Okay.
There you go. You can either clip it or
This
hold
is
it.
owned by, either way, this is owned by the association.
Right.
Yeah,
So
this,
you can show it off.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
And you want to show you.
and this
another
used
one.
to be a 1-bedroom, 1 bath, but after Ian, we dedicated to be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Are you like the president of the HOA? Or?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just a homeowner.
I see.
Michelle from Heston.
A very dedicated
So yeah,
homeowner.
so we have
Here.
2
I heard you're
units.
going to run for town council, is that true?
No,
Maybe
not
her-
really.
Maybe her husband.
No,
Is your husband going to run?
no,
Why not?
because he's already on the board.
Okay.
That's enough.
I see. On the
She
board
wants.
here.
She's got
On the
one,
board here,
Like,
yes.
can only do one.
Yeah, one at a time. So anyway, this is a 2-bedroom. This is the 2nd bedroom, the guest bedroom, which has a queen bed,
Yes. All right.
all the fixings. We have a
Second floor.
2nd bedroom or bathroom here
The washer
that
dryer.
we added with a full washer dryer. Kitchen area.
Can the address for all these locations be added, please? What is the address?
2810 this is 2800 Estero Boulevard.
2800 and 2810
yes.
Boulevard. Good
Yep.
question from Sharon. So thank you. You can ask your questions if you want. We're on the 2nd floor. This is such a shitty view out here.
I don't know.
This is
I don't know how you get.
crazy. So nice.
Michelle did a great job on the decorations and the decor.
Yes, she did. She's our resident rental owner decorators. Everything
Oh.
has got this really nice kind of casual beachy
Yeah,
vibe to
very
it, which
beachy
is
vibe.
really important for people wanting to come to the
And
beach.
this is huge since in January these didn't look anything like this.
Yes.
I mean, they were just had drywall.
How high up did the water come?
So in this building, it came up a little higher.
Higher
it did
than
in
the back
other
one, yeah.
So we had flood cuts on all the floors, about 4 foot high, if you can hear me. And all the floors were taken up, right?
Yes.
So, because we know, because I'm on the 2nd floor too, and I'll show you my
Okay.
unit. But yes, we had to go through the flood program, and we had to have all the flood cuts about up to here. So everything was.
What's a flood cut?
So what they take all the drywall out all the way down to studs.
Okay.
So and then
the
the
water came up to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many? You got 11 floors.
Mhm.
What,
12 in here.
12 in here. So how? I mean, did
We
the water come through the roof too?
So we
Yes.
did have some holes in the roof.
Yeah, that was actually probably the bigger damage to the association is because being right on the water like this, when the surf and the wind came up at that 140 whatever mile an hour it took off the majority of our air conditioning units, which were on the roof, which opened it up, and so we had a lot of water damage They came in through the roof all the way down through the units.
Did the air conditioners blow off the roof?
They didn't blow
No.
off,
Yeah.
they blew over,
Okay,
but
gotcha.
they pulled
Made holes
up.
in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still hard to believe when you look out at how far that beach is.
Yeah.
How devastating that storm surge was. I mean, it's 200 yards away
Yeah,
from
easily.
this building.
And
I
it
mean,
just
I know
like,
I've seen
And we have a
That's
full-size
crazy.
garage underneath us, you know, like too. So here, Michelle, why don't you?
What? Oh, here's the master,
And look, the
which has a king size. We also have to go out to the lanai. We've got a full walk-in closet, and also an additional closet here,
Yeah,
and
plenty of space.
large bathroom.
and
So-
that's one of the things that's so unique about this property, especially because it was built back like in the late 70s or 80s. These are majority, 2-bedroom units, and they run anywhere from like 900 to 1,100 square feet. And you compare that to your typical hotel room, which is like 300 or so. So you get a lot of space, especially for families, for, couples. The fact you've got a full-size kitchen, you've got the laundry, you've got all the amenities, because these are weekly rentals. These aren't nightly rentals.
Weekly.
Weekly.
What is this? What would
Weekly.
this rent for a week?
Once we go live with rentals, it'll be $39.50 a week.
$39.50.
Yep.
And really,
Is that good?
honestly,
Is that
it is
a good
because when you
rate?
think about 500 a
It's-
night at Margaritaville, and you're
Yeah.
getting 300.
It's an
square feet.
average of what they're renting along the
Yeah.
beach here.
We've
You
done a
know,
lot of research
comps and that.
to look at the trends across all the different properties, and the fact because we are so much further ahead in some circumstances than other properties that we're going to have more availability sooner in the season than a number of other
Because
places.
people want to come,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
want to come to Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah,
So
the stories I hear that people get on our silly page every once in a while say, "Oh, if you don't build some, people are never going to come back." It's such a crock of crap because people
they're gonna
always coming
they
to
are
this
go,
beach.
they want they love
All they want
Fort.
to do is sit on that sand.
That's
There's
right.
Nothing else open.
Absolutely.
Since 1985.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
what, 15?
They will
All right,
always
where are we going
come.
next?
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Bailey too at Shoreside Furnishings.
Yeah.
She's on the corner of by Pine Ridge. If you take a right on Pine Ridge off of San Carlos,
What does she do here?
she's got that furnishing store. Here's her card. Furnishing store right off of on Pine Ridge to the right, and she's got all kind of coastal stuff, and she's
Nice
fabulous.
breeze coming through there.
Yes.
Nice breeze. All right, we are at the Beach Caper Club on Estero Boulevard.
Caper Beach Club, Ed, get it right.
There's so many condos on this beach. It's hard to remember them all.
Well, that's we are so far ahead.
Yeah.
For sure.
There you go. Okay.
So we're going to show you a few more of our amenities and show you probably 2 more units in the other building just so you can get a good range, and we'll take you out and show you our pool and our great beach access point.
Where can people go online to start looking at when you might be open?
Well, our website's not up yet because we're still in this rebuilding process, but our goal is for it to be up right around July 1st. And so the website is just, www.caperbeachclub.com. And as we get closer, we'll be sending out some more information because our goal is, as I mentioned, to be fully open for rentals as of October 1st. But once we get all of our pumps completed and we get the tennis court and those areas under construction, we plan to do some sort of like a soft launch later in the summer to give people an opportunity to experience this.
And we're hopeful we might get a Beach Talk Radio discount
Discount for,
for your listeners.
oh yeah, that'd be awesome. That seems to work very well.
It does, right?
What, is there anybody that lives here full time? Like,
I do.
Okay, so when it's open, when you're here the whole year.
Yeah, we're here the whole year. I think there's probably four or five other homeowners that do reside here full time.
Most everybody else is here part time and in
Part-time.
Minnesota the
Yep.
other time.
Yeah.
Michigan, Indiana.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's heavy. A lot of seasonal owners here. So, but and a lot of us aren't down here just for the fall,
That's
but
what I
we
heard.
come and go at different times during the year. So, like a lot of us come down for 4th of July, and things like that.
Oh, and landscaping. Some native plants, some. What did she tell you?
Yeah, it's a mix, Florida friendly, tropicals. I mean, that was one of the big things for us is we wanted to make sure that we're, presenting this as a tropical paradise, but recognizing that it does need to be a mix. And like I mentioned, Starla, our landscaper, has been doing this for many years, and she works on a number of big properties in the area.
This is our office where our guests
Oh,
come
sorry,
in
right
and
here.
our.
Okay.
We'll turn on lights.
Thought I turned them on. Here we go.
Very
Right there.
nice.
So this is our office both for owners and for renters when they come in. So we have a property manager, an admin, and our staff has just been amazing through all of this. But that's why we also have, besides them, we'll have a full maintenance staff to help with any issues that anybody encounters during their stay. And they're here to help with the owners and renters and guests.
Cool.
And for our old time renters, Diane's still here. We miss Michelle and a couple other employees we have, but we have new property manager Bonnie. Our previous property manager Tracy Bruner helped us through immensely through this whole process as well. She just did an outstanding job. So we wanted to make sure we gave her
Now, was
credit
this
too.
whole area destroyed?
Yes.
Yes, it was just built the week before.
Rebuilt,
No one had ever, because we remodeled it, and
Yeah, just remodeled.
I saw it because I was here on the Thursday before the storm hit. You were on Monday
Yeah.
before, and of course you were living here. We got to see it, and it was beautiful, and then, it lasted for 4 days.
Yeah, but the staff right after the storm, they were, like with everybody else, trudging over the bridge with all of their carts and everything to come down and report back to us and give us an idea of what we were dealing with, and then, helping us through the whole rebuild process.
Did you guys see pictures at the beginning, or did you kind of get the report from her about how it looked?
They, our maintenance person and Tracy came across, and they gave us photos and videos of the first day coming over the bridge and walking through and trying to hike their way through Estero Boulevard with all the debris, and then coming up on our property and seeing all the debris and all the walls washed away into the front of our building, across Seagrape, behind Seagrape, behind the library. So. We saw the ocean hitting about, I think our cameras went out about 12:38. And then I started looking at all the other cameras I was aware of, Diamond Head, and we knew that was a problem. So meanwhile, we'll go ahead and show you a couple more units.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is, again, the 2810 building. We're going to go out to the front
Okay.
that way, guys.
Well, or do you want to go upstairs first, and then we'll go out to the
Okay.
front?
Do you want to go this way
Yeah.
again? Okay.
Following you.
Side door or front door, ladies?
Side door's fine.
Okay.
And we've got a lot of storage down here, so each owner has their own cage for all of their beach equipment.
you can-
racks we have.
Yep.
So you can see that we're still work in progress in this building on the lobby area, and you can tell with the elevators as well. It's coming right along though. We're thrilled. When I didn't get plumbing in my unit until January, so I'm really happy to be able to come and stay.
So we've got 2 units on second floor. One is Jill's unit and one is the other association unit. Just give you an idea of the different layouts and also the different views from the other building. Because this building overlooks the pool, where the building we were in previously
I'm gonna give you
overlooks
this
our
back since
patio and our beach area.
We're going to go into another association unit here. And basically, it's the same exact setup as our other unit.
And it was really, the higher you get up to, Ed, I know you can't hear me, you'll see views of Back Bay.
Okay.
So now you have the front, but you have the back.
What?
All right.
So again, 2-bedroom. And this is basically what every unit here that is going to be for rental, the expectation is going to be as far as how they're going to look, how they're going to feel for each unit.
Yeah, they're all individually owned and individually decorated, but that's our goal, is that it reflects this really kind of casual, beachy vibe, which people are going to be expecting.
Exactly.
And of course the view.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, this is a totally different view. but
We
which
love
is
this
also
building
a beautiful
because you can
view.
see the pool and the ocean.
The pool ready to go?
Yes.
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 It's been open for several weeks.
Very nice.
And it's to have this kind of a layout too, where you are this literally steps away from the beach.
You're
right?
on, you're on the beach. And I want to make note too, Jill Dickey, Jill, she took these pictures.
Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it was definitely a community effort as we've been going through this rebuilding and redecorating process. I mean, and
That's
that's,
just somebody's house right there?
So
Yes.
that- yeah, interesting enough, that was part of the original developer,
Mm-hmm.
the builder of this association's home, and it was part of the association. But over
It's
the
now
years,
separate,
it's
yeah.
now separate.
Yeah.
You can see it kind of looks similar to our decor, it's like on the decorations on the outside.
yeah, I mean, and that's
And-
why, again, we want to really thank Michelle because she, as an owner, she took this on herself as a project to make sure we got the furnishings, the decoration of these association units right, and be cost effective in it, and make sure that it's representing what Caper Beach as a brand really means to people that are interested in staying here.
We go back good
Thank
to
you. Yep, and then we got another master bedroom or primary bedroom.
Again, it's such a terrible view.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, and we're all turtle compliant. Turtle compliant.
Full-size closet. Nice walk-in shower.
Yeah, everything's so clean.
Yeah, so. Anybody that comes to rent here is gonna absolutely love it. It's
Yeah.
just a tranquil,
Beautiful kitchen.
peaceful place to be.
And it's right on the turn on Estero Boulevard.
Yes, it
Right on the
is.
edge. You can start to make the right-hand turn.
Well, it's right, basically across from the library, you know.
Yeah.
And
for
in
us.
fact, I know you probably can't see this, but this was one of the things I was going to show you, is when we talked about when this was built back like in the 40s, this aerial photo, you can see the old pier, but you can also see where the curve is in Estero, and that's why everything
Point
was
the old pier out. Oh, I
right
see.
here.
Yeah, that was the pier to the hotel that
Yep,
used to be.
yep, to the beach hotel. This photo was taken back, like they said, in 1940.
And was the other pier, was there a pier down at the other end by Todd Square too at the same time?
No, from what I saw on the Historical Society site, is this one got washed away after a couple of hurricanes, and then it wasn't until 1960s when they decided then to rebuild the pier down at Times Square area.
Okay.
A period of time without a pier.
Correct. But
So
then
this
they
is-
had a road.
This is an N unit, so it's slightly bigger. It's about
Man,
just
there's a
under,
man in
that's my husband, Tim. It's 1,200 square feet.
Man in this unit.
So he's feeling good. Here. So slightly bigger, about 1,200 square feet, N unit with lots more, with the windows,
Okay.
full-size kitchen. Again, when we, like, I don't know, probably in January, we finally got drywall in, but again, it was completely gutted.
This is your unit?
Uh-huh.
Oh, very
Yep.
nice.
And so the separate guest suite with a laundry, a full-size laundry, and refreshed, remodeled bathrooms.
And Jill, yours is for rent. too.
Mine is on the rental program. Yes, this is a type of one of the units that you can rent. This is, of course, the view that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So we have one of the corner ones, so you can see both ways. And again,
Man, you did good.
yeah.
Did a lot of work. I was down here 3 weeks after hurricane working. I'm a Cincinnati pharmacist every day. I got off, I came down and I'd work here for a week and then go back to real work.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time I've sat
We've been down here where we've not had to work.
Are you drinking a mimosa?
I'm drinking mimosa.
Nice.
And then we'll go into the master. Very similar in floor plan, except again slightly bigger. You like the floor, the different colored planks. But yes, that's my view.
So cool, plus floors.
I know, right? I like them. And then again, opens into lanai, so you have that view.
Where'd you get this table?
Oh my gosh, that's
That's the next door to the place that,
That you showed me?
Pine Ridge.
yeah.
The card you showed me.
You know,
Where they got that is the place next door to
card you showed.
Bailey's place.
Okay.
yeah. So and they're sitting out. They're really cool. They have them in all different colors.
Right on Pine
Again,
Ridge.
Okay.
full. Here, let's come in here and see this because we redid this. But full, the same kind of closet situation, and then we just redid this as well. So, you like it? We worked hard. It was choices. They were difficult to choose.
No kidding. vibey.
There, yes, definitely, definitely.
But we can go downstairs and take a look at the pool and the
Yeah.
beach.
And again, I think before Ian, I think we had our unit rented from December through April.
3,900 a week? Or is it more back home?
No, it was less back
Little
then.
bit
A little bit less, but again, of course, with yeah, well, oh
Because
yeah.
there aren't as many places to rent, you could probably get more. Is that what people think?
Well, it's
Well,
a combination.
Comps are up there now.
Yeah, because we do a lot of research, taking a look at what everybody's doing, but it's also the fact this is now a brand new building, and with all of the changes that we've made, we've
Gotta
really
pay for
put
it.
Right.
we put an investment into doing
and
that.
because the walkability, I mean, we're far enough away from Times Square, but close enough to walk everywhere with all the traffic. We have the tram right across the street at the library. We have another bus stop right there. We have so many renters that even come in off season. So we're very, very lucky.
And it's not too far from Sandy Bottom when they open.
No,
Exactly.
in Tuckaway, where Tuckaway used to be,
Yeah.
absolutely. We went there, and I miss my ice cream place.
Yep.
By our
That'll be
side,
very
and we're
nice,
happy.
yeah.
We're looking forward to that restaurant,
Yeah.
and then maybe a restaurant down here too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right. You're not too far from Red Coconut.
no, not at all. In
Exactly.
fact, I used to walk to Junkanoo's and Fresh Catch
All
for
the
my
time.
Fresh Catch happy hour, and stumble back.
Yeah. And one of the things that'll be nice too
Question,
is when
just a real quick question. Do you guys want to take him up like on the 8th floor and let him see the back bay just from the walkway?
We've got time
Is that
for
okay?
that.
We have time?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go up then,
There's no such thing as time.
or 8 or 9 floors, or wherever you want to take us. Because I think that view up there is absolutely gorgeous, and that's something unique for us too. Not only do we have the beach view, but we have the bay at Back Bay
Right.
view.
Yeah. And one of the things too that'll be nice when the website does go up, like with everybody else, because we'll have like around 37 units on the program. Each unit will have its set of photos and descriptions.
Nice.
So when people are out looking to see where they want to stay, they can really see what's going to be a good fit for their particular needs.
This is safe, right? This elevator?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
No, there
Trust
are
me.
all of them.
I love the way you decorated it.
It was really beautiful. It's
It's
just
called early construction.
well, we did it so we wouldn't have like damaging of how the pretty walls and etc. So you can see a little bit of more of the damage too from what happened. But the higher up you get with the windows on the back side, you can see the back bay.
Even all of the construction, that's what we're complaining.
That was red coconut.
All that's red coconut.
Yeah, that's red coconut right there. So, and then you beautiful. And if the further you come this way, Ed, I know get out of the sun a little bit. You can see the back bay this way.
Look how beautiful this is.
So yeah, and you can see the marina back there. It's beautiful. So
Lisa just joined us, wants to know the range of prices again, so.
Well, a 1 week rental here once we fully open is going to be $39.50, and 99% of our
beautiful
units
view.
are 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Saturday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday to Saturday.
yeah.
This is such a nice deal.
And like I said, and we are so strict on what we have to rent. The appliances, we have to have a full inventory, a full stock kitchen with every kind of kitchen appliance you'd ever want.
Yeah.
So we all have to maintain those inventories.
And we take a lot of feedback from our renters as to what they want, what they don't
Oh,
want.
beach!
Yep.
We provide beach chairs. We
Exactly.
provide beach towels. I mean, anything that they'd want to have. Seagrave Plaza. We can't wait for Island Pancake House to open. Yes, on your show. Mm-hmm. See, this is what the interior of the elevators look like, but we just got them protected. So, with all the moving and contracting and
That was a smart move right there.
yeah,
Didn't it?
yeah. So I think, did we raise all the elevators up after the
Yeah,
storm?
that was one of the things that our staff did that was so great is when they were prepping the property for
Put
the
'em to the
storm.
top.
Yep, they brought them all to the top. So while we had water and sand down in the pits, all of our elevators
Do you know how
were
many
able.
people forgot to do
Yeah,
that?
I know. We were very
I don't
lucky.
know how many
Yeah.
stories I've
We
heard
have such a
about that.
dedicated staff here. They've done a
Yeah.
great job in, keeping our best interests at heart.
I think James Sipes is another one, our former maintenance guy. He did a lot of that right before too, so we were
Yes.
very thankful.
Yeah, trying to protect this big building during a storm like that is a long-term process.
This way, ladies?
Yes.
Okay.
We can go out to the pool.
Going by the office again. These are all storage units for our owners that we have our beach all our beach equipment, and renters have access to that. Yes, these all broke away. So I had like nothing here. My parking spot is right there on that wall, and it breaks away, gone. And it's designed that way so it doesn't damage the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the water
Yeah.
storm
Yeah.
surge.
Yeah, and in my unit, I probably had about that much water in my lanai. It's right here, so I had a little bit into my master bedroom, but we weren't allowed on the island for 3 weeks, so that was a mess.
So how high do you think the water came up?
I'm thinking just
Probably about where the security cameras
yes,
are.
right, just barely, and I had storm shutters, and it really Romano's storm shutters really saved my unit. And look how far out you are. I think that's why I think they had a little bit more in that building. They're just about 50 feet closer to, and you can see our property, Ed, goes all the way to that fencing. So we're, how many acres, Sue?
7.
7 acres.
We're 7
Well,
acres.
because
Hard to
all the
tell.
way from the water to
Yeah.
Estero, and with this, amount of width, but to get this kind of an expansive, beach area.
Did people set up their chairs, just walking around, set up their chairs in your beach? Are you allowed to shoot them?
No.
No.
Here, we'll walk around our lake that we got here. We had some irrigation our sprinklers on a little bit this morning.
Keeping all
so
of this lush
trying to keep
vegetation going.
Yep.
You guys are way ahead. I mean, there's so many pools.
I know, right? We are very lucky. We have a beautiful view up here. My favorite spot is up in the corner, so you can see the ocean.
Yeah. Now our pool survived. I mean, we had furniture in the pool, and our fences were all knocked down, and it took a while to get the water and everything pumped out, and we still have a few things that we have to address. But this is one of the nicest pools, I think, on Fort Myers Beach.
Here, we'll take you up to the edge too, and we'll show you. There had some where we had wash away and a little bit more of the property. It just happened. We just all came down. I know. I almost have my blue hat because it matches. But when I'm at Margaritaville today, I'll put my blue hat on. I didn't want to mess up the hair too much because I knew, Kim would understand. So up here and around the edges, we had parts of this all washed away. So when the water came up, like I said, around 12:38, we started seeing the water coming up and hitting the chairs. This part was all washed away. We had a great big ditch along the outside of where the grass was. How deep, you guys think? About 4 to 6 feet?
Yeah, it was.
Right where the grass hits we had a tiki hut right in front of us that we have on our property, and we're going to put one up. And there was another one over there in front of that building. So
And we
they
use those for parties and stuff. Yeah.
So new fencing, new tile that we just got done resurfacing our pool not a year or two beforehand. Had to redo it all again. All, like I said, all new landscaping, all new furniture. We had to pretty much replace all that. So,
Yeah.
but again, this is my favorite place to come out and watch a sunset too.
So nice right here.
And then we're going to have a number of
People
these areas
have
like
no
this
idea.
that are all tiled over, that will have gas grills, picnic tables. We've got like probably 3 or 4 of them across the front of the property. So for the owners and the renters, they can come down and cook out. We have a lot of parties. We're a very social community, and we've always had a very active social committee. Doing things like St. Patrick's Day parties and cocktail parties, and different things throughout the year.
Steady dipping in the pool.
No, not so much of that.
Haven't got not that we're not going to talk about.
It's nice for the renters too, because we do have social
Right.
activities for the renters and include them too.
Because they're part of the
Hamburger
family.
outs and-
Yeah.
So before,
Why would you
right.
leave the property?
Exactly.
Except
So-
to eat, maybe.
Been coming down here since '85, and we started renting from this building in 1990. And so my kids are 28 and 21 and was 22. We would come down spring break. They would do Easter egg hunts for us. And so then once we were ready to buy, we knew exactly where we wanted to buy.
That's sweet.
Happy hours a lot in the community room as well.
Yes.
So last parting words that you want to share with people about when they can start looking for rental opportunities.
Sure. Well, but why don't we finish? We can go down here on our beach access and get a good view of what the buildings look like
Yeah,
from
we
the
know
beach.
you like that.
Yes. Love to see the beach. All these tiles replaced and everything.
Well, these were good.
These actually stuck. These were wonderful. Again, brand new, right before the storm. But just the edges, we had to replace a few of them.
Historical information about this piece of property is so cool.
It is cool.
Oh.
When she told me that, I was like, oh my God, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's why we thought it was a nice thing to share with everybody.
Yeah.
That we, again, just didn't come in and, build this from scratch, but there was some, good legacy that we were trying to continue. But yeah, especially if you're looking from the beach in, you can get a really good feel of just how lush we've got. And one of the things that we're doing next week, you can see we've got a number of royal palms here. We used to have royal palms lining all of our Seaview Street coming in.
Remember how you made fun of the palm trees because they look like something
yeah,
that would.
broken. Yeah, you took them out.
So we took them out, but
They're all going to go back in.
yeah, next
Not
week.
the broken one.
No, the new one. But that's always
Trees cost.
a lot.
A lot.
And we're getting 16 footers.
So their costs are really a lot.
But the other thing that we did too, because we've got these two beach accesses, this one that goes through the middle and then another one over here on Pompano, the construction companies and the association worked with the town to make sure that, we could do a nice job of delineating the space between the town and the beach access.
So this is a public beach.
This is
is a public-
yes.
yep.
In fact, here's public
Right
parking
here.
right here.
Right off of Seaview.
So this is still
Do people park here?
Yes.
They know to park here?
All
Yeah.
the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's all public.
Uh-huh.
That's a public road.
This is a public. Seaview is a public road.
Okay.
And we can before you leave, if you want to walk down Seaview, you can even look that, or when you walk back from your beach walk.
So this is Seaview?
Yeah.
This is Seaview, and it goes that way. We lost all the houses. There's like 4 or 5 houses and a hotel right there next to us.
Interesting. See, I didn't even know there was a public beach out there.
Yep. This had one of those mats, the blue mats.
Accessibility mats, yeah.
So we're hopeful that we get that back. I love those mats.
But we worked with them to, retain some of the look that we had before with the posts and the ropes.
Yeah.
And then the landscapers, they put in a lot of the native plants and things like that to make it, more conducive to the what the town is trying to do from a landscaping perspective.
Now, are you guys going to get dunes like that, or
No.
you don't want to put that on your beach,
Because
right?
we have lounge chairs with
Yeah.
umbrellas that we put
Cabanas, yeah.
cabanas all in the front
Yeah.
that line the whole.
And during the
whole
high
building.
season.
Yep, and people rent those.
How did you decide how far to come out with the grass?
That's where it's always been. That's
Yep.
where the CCL line is.
Oh, is that where?
Yep.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Again, the park-like setting is so unique, and we like to have that green space
Yeah.
for sure.
So
But yeah, from out here you can really get a great view of
Of the
buildings
buildings.
and how the property looks.
And where the footprint of the property is too, because you can see just beyond those posts is another beach access, right? So then you have this beach access, and then you have those posts, so you can see the beach-wise, the footprint of the property, and it goes around the front of the buildings, around the tennis courts, and then all the way around the other
So
side.
this is a public beach access. Is
Uh-huh.
there another one over there? Or
Yes,
no?
right on the other side of
Second one
those
with parking
posts.
too?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
there's
it's only like 3
Yeah.
to 4 spaces. But
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
And what's really nice too is there's more parking behind the church,
Yeah,
behind the
'cause
library.
We're not too far from
right, and then the beach school's right there.
Yeah.
Yep. So people think, where are you? Well, we're not. They consider Mid-Island, but we really aren't, because we're so close to everything that we can walk to everything.
Hello, Joe List is watching.
Yay.
All right.
All right.
Where did you want to walk now?
Do you want to walk around? Yeah, we can walk Seaview and up around the side of the building if you would like to.
Yeah, we can wrap it up where we
Yep.
started.
Yeah.
And we'll be off to Margaritaville for our show today. We're going to talk about turtles, and we're going to talk to the president of the Southwest Florida Parrothead Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might want to join that.
Who knew?
Seeing my maiden name was Margaritas, I gotta be a Jimmy Buffett fan.
Why would you even change that?
And went with Dickie. I mean, hello.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys giving us the tour. It's very nice. And you think we're looking at October, right?
For full launch, but we plan to do a soft launch as soon as we get our certificate of occupancy and all of our, get everything passed on the elevator. The elevators are fine, and the fire district to make sure all of our life safety systems are functioning properly. That's when we'll open
So,
up fully.
where you pulled in was Seaview, and then it goes back this direction.
Oh, I see.
And it's not very far. It just goes to that condo at the very end.
Now, what's that empty lot over there? What was in that spot?
So it depends on which empty lot you're looking at.
Close to the fence was a motel.
What was the name of it?
Sandy something.
Tell her that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that little tiny one.
Before the storm?
Yeah, and we had one on the other side of us too.
Same owner as the one before the laundromat. What was that one called? That had the little house there.
Yeah, me too. But again, you can see how big our property is, coming all the way out to here where the fencing is. Lots of parking.
How are these guys coming along?
They're coming right along.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
these were
good
the only two. This house had the whole back end blown out. I mean, it had, so it's just the structure. This looked like it was cosmetic stuff as far as I.
Yeah, Chuck,
That looks pretty good right there, that
he
house.
had the bottom blown out though.
Isn't that owned by Major
so you
League
got
Ball
your
players?
doors. Yeah, you got new doors, new front door that had
From that house there.
It's gone.
Completely gone. So
That was
we're
gone.
building
So
it.
this is gone. That property is gone. There's 2 or 3 more up here that are completely gone.
There were 2 houses here on this side that are gone. And there were
Building or
3
for sale?
For sale.
for sale.
Yep. This one is the only one I've seen have any kind of activity on this.
What condo was that?
It was closed before the storm. They were doing a lot of remodel work. It used to be yellow, and then they painted it. But you can see there's 2 beautiful pieces of property on that side, and they had little tiny beach cottages, and I loved them, and they're
What
gone.
that property's going to go for on the beach here?
Good question. I think.
Up front?
I think Alex King might
4.
have one for sale.
All right, ladies, let's wrap it up. And is there anything else you want anyone to know?
No, just keep an eye out on for our webpage, caperbeach.com, and expect that we'll be going live in early July with photos of all of the units that are available for rental and timings as to when we expect to be open.
All right. Well, thank you all very much
Thank
for the
you,
tour.
Ed.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks.